In today's video, we'll be comparing the Panasonic 1235mm 2.8 Mark II to my Sigma 1835mm 1.8 with an Ultra 0.71 speed booster. A lot of people on my channel have been recommending native Micro Four Thirds lenses for the Pocket 4K, so the second native lens we're going to be looking at is the Pani 1235 Mark II. Field of view. The Panasonic on the Pocket 4K is equivalent to around 22mm to 66mm, while the Sigma Speed Boosted has a range of 24mm to 47mm. Panasonic is going to take this one since you can get more range on the 12 to 35 lens. Next up is sharpness. Wide open at 2.8, the Panasonic and the Sigma are pretty similar. Stop down at 4.0, both lenses are also sharp. It's hard to tell the difference between the two. The Panasonic does have a slight added contrast to the image. Sharpness, I'm gonna have to say it's a tie. Bokeh. I'm gonna give it to the Panasonic since the Pani's bokeh is really nice and circular. It's round, I love it. I can't believe the Sigma got beat, but it's not by much. Low light. Obvious who will take this one. The speed boosted Sigma can open up to 1.2 versus the Panasonic's 2.8. The Sigma has 2 stops and 1/3 more than the Panasonic, which is very helpful during low light. Build quality. The Panasonic's lens build is pretty plasticky to me. It doesn't feel as solid as the Sigma. I would be very afraid to drop the Panasonic 1235mm. It just seems so much more fragile. To me, for the price of almost $1,000, I think it could have been a little bit better. Lens on the gimbal. Lens on the gimbal is obvious. Again, the Panasonic is a pretty small lens, so it's better for gimbals, but be aware of the lens barrel retracting in and out when zooming in and out. It could possibly throw off your balance. The Sigma, on the other hand, does the zooming internally, so the barrel does not move or retract at all. Focus throw. Holy focus throw. The Panasonic's focus throw is freaking nuts. I thought the Nocton's focus throw was crazy. Nah, the Panasonic got it beat. You definitely want to use a follow focus to rack focus with the Panasonic. I had to turn so many times going from minimum focus to maximum, so Sigma 1835 wins focus throw for sure. Speaking of focus, the Panasonic lens does not have distance markers, which might not be a deal breaker for some, but if you're one that likes to measure focus distance, then you won't be able to do it with Panasonic. Additionally, with focus again, there is a slight lag when manually focusing with the Panasonic as well. It's not as reactive as the Sigma. Last thing to note, since the Panasonic lens is a native Micro Four Thirds lens, you can use the touch focus on the back of the camera, which is pretty sweet. Next up is close focus. The Pani 1235 can focus all the way down to 9 inches, while a Sigma can focus down to 11, so the Panasonic takes the W on close focus because it can focus a lot more closer than the Sigma 1835. Alright, skin tones. Both lenses look great with skin tones. I actually don't prefer one over the other. The difference to me is so small, so skin tones is a tie again between the two. Flare. For flares, the two handled flares pretty well, but the Panasonic had this purple thing on the image when I aimed the camera straight at the sun. It almost looked like a sword. The Sigma will take flares on this one. Also, when doing this test, I found out that I can only stop down to f11 on the Sigma, while the Pani I can stop down to f22. I mean, I would never go past 5.6 for videos, so it's nothing to me, but for you guys out there, keep that in mind, but Sigma takes flares. Price. Finally, the price. For me, the value of the Sigma 1835mm is still better than the Panasonic since technically you're getting 24mm to 47mm at 1.2. However, if you think that the Sigma is just too bulky, the Panasonic 1235 is an amazing alternative. The range you can get with the Pani 1235 on the Pocket is pretty impressive. And don't forget the built-in OIS and touch focus, and the weight of it is just amazing. Overall, I honestly almost replaced the Sigma 1835 with the Panasonic 1235. The only thing that really made me keep the Sigma is the 2 1/3 stop advantage of the Sigma over the Panasonic. Additionally, I am using this Sigma 1835 on the Canon 60 Mark II to take pictures at the 35mm end because I don't really get that much vignetting and I can always fix it in Lightroom. But like always, I only talked about the things that I actually care about, so if you have any questions, just ask in the comments below. And if you have comments that I have not replied yet, guys, it's because YouTube sucks at notifying me. So if you have questions, it's better to go ahead and reply in the newest video I have uploaded.